gives me an easy turnaround because the D-pad input on the D-pad, it overrides the analog stick. So you can hold left on the analog stick and then just right on the analog. I just tap right on the analog. And I actually jumped too early. Too early, turning around, So let me show you. That's doing it.
Angel taking a bit of a wider angle. Longer angle.
Angel may be tested here. Does have support on site, so gets tucked in towards Lamp, so not too worried about it just yet. And Redgar going to get contact, so trying to keep their attention.
They destroy the trip here, but they see Redgar there.
They dealt with this trip now, so Na'Vi will be aware of the progress towards showers. Some utility throw now, but doesn't even find a ping off that.
Oh, the flash didn't even go really towards heaven. And they do get the trade.
It's a kill. Now, CNET can come back into heaven and get that gun.
Weapon, but it has at least brought a possibility.
But now they're in a lot of trouble.
A bigger deal, but the spike, keep it in mind, it's still
now they've lost the round.
All the way back in middle, and with all this success, it could still go wrong. You can see that Bulldog picked up, but now CNET's got the punish on Yampi. They've got to recover that spike, and again, if you're Na'Vi, you're questioning what the hell's going on. That was not pretty from Sugetsu.
Yeah, I don't know why they do this by. They're just getting ecoed left and right on these rounds. It doesn't make sense on defense. You just don't have enough money for it on defense.
Tricky position from Nats as well. Oh, wow.
Why the fuck do they do this? It doesn't make any sense.
Fairly horrendous fumble from Na'Vi.
Horrific round by Na'Vi. Just awful all round. Where are you walking out here? You've got no info. But the thing is, Sugetsu doesn't feel confident playing aggressive because he's got a worse weapon than the people he's playing against.
And one of the rounds is actually a stark contrast
to yesterday, where
Liquid is spread very thin. 3 heavy towards showers, but it's well contained initially by Na'Vi. They actually win out a couple of key engagements here and create some openings. I was saying, actually,
Sanosa with another 100 bits.
It would have been the perfect approach, but
if I ask nicely, unfortunately through text, you can't really ask.
Interesting to see the two sides of the coin here of when that sort of approach actually favors you, gets the reward.
There's your example in a Thrifty.
It's exactly that. The round it felt the least likely to be rewarded.
Okay, CNET does have a rifle.
Super deep.
Yeah, and
he'll just about have enough to buy, but no util than his nade.
Redgar was isolated and Soulcast playing much deeper towards cave here, but outside showers in general.
And again, the people who survive just get a ton of
eco. Floating between supporting Hooker and Redgar on Fountain.
Okay, CNET not want to giving up where the rifle is.
He does actually have that rifle.
Yeah, trying to keep that little trick up his sleeve. I don't mind it either.
Okay, it will be a B hit though.
Long enough, but they are going to go for that.
There is the players here, so but both guns are on A.
Investigation, slowly but surely. We're down
to
40.
After you turn around.
So let
me show you.
A bit of a clue.
That's doing it successfully. So you want to jump as late as possible.
Nice shot by Say.
And then I didn't have soul there, so you want to turn around after you've fallen a little bit. And the reason is, you want to fall a little bit first. You let yourself fall a bit, because when you cast Fireball, it resets your fall speed. So you start building up fall speed downwards.
1850 can probably go for a kill here. That might just be caught off guard here with the timing. And he is, yep. But it's only a Guardian conceded. I don't think Sugetsu is going to be totally happy saving that across.
No, they
might look for another.
More, yeah. Let's see. Timing on the cross. Oh, that's the rifle. Needed to get that. No. Okay, big work from Liquid there to actually get the other two. Okay. Na'Vi trying to make something out of it. Maybe trying to get that better prize. Cost them something slightly more, but for now, Na'Vi,
that's the thing about Na'Vi. They did that buy last year and they didn't get punished for it. But I think now that teams know they're doing it, I mean, I think teams should buy Sheriff second round anyway, but please, no. You're just giving away bids for no reason, Sanosa. For no reason. Give it up.
Being unable to really find much value in the lurk or backstab any rotation.
Okay, we've got both
Seekers. They do decide to hit B. We did see this variation of the wall yesterday as well.
Big round.
It was a round where Liquid were
Deep trip, safe beat the trip.
And it's looking like that might be the intention again.
Yeah, Angel just got punished for that. He's going to be put on notice after this. The Seeker's just going to be sweeping through the site, keeping Sugetsu forced back. I don't know how he got that while backpedaling, but yeah, that's unfortunate almost for
Sage to an extent, but they're going to have to respect
this, sit towards CT for this retake, as Liquid will be able to get the spike down pretty comfortably, but they also have Seekers in response.
Oh, this is bad for Yampi.
That's and Soulcast now committed towards the back line in terms of that
Then you can reset it as late as possible, doing it successfully after Yams at the same time.
CT is almost too committed.
Okay, so let me show.
Respect this, back away deeper and deeper. These Seekers going so
Seekers
far here.
They
know this. Time being purchased a little here. Not on the spike just yet though, but Na'Vi starting to sweep on through.
Second molly from Nats is out as well.
Waiting for that reveal. Soulcast holding until that tap on the spike potentially. Sugetsu ready. And now needs to find the kills. He's done so
Oh
well.
my god.
What?
Oh my god.
That was absolute filth.
1, 2, 3!
Before we started. That looked like another example, Lauren.
That was 3 different angles. One was up on the box, one tucked to the right. That was very nice. That was genuinely filthy aim.
You know when you see people play aim labs and they do that? Sugetsu's the only one who looks like he's playing aim labs in game.
I mean, the first was ridiculous.
The backpedaling on that, the drops. Like, okay, up here, cool. Oh,
look at the timing of these swings as well. It's not even as if Liquid are... Wow.
Massive round. Liquid do still have a buy, and they're doing light shield, so they have kind of a buy for days. But after getting that first kill, very passive here from Na'Vi on A. Don't love it, but then again,
like I said,
they just won a retake last time. They're waiting again for that Omen ult into heaven.
Quickly progress onto A site.
This time.
No. Oh, he committed.
What the fuck are you doing?
That's a spike.
Oh, Red. Oh,
and
what are we doing here?
Pit goes up.
It gets to the Viper's pit as well.
Oh my! But don't worry, guys. Pros never troll. I'm just gonna point that out for the people that say that. Just remember that. Just remember that.
This has gone from bad to worse. A tragedy in motion. A poor choice made by Redgar there, feeling like he had the opportunity. Sugetsu absolutely denounces that as Soulcast now. Your last bit of hope, and he hasn't got a shot in hell of getting in here.
Am I missing something there? Is like Soulcast's utility? I didn't even know where he was at the start, but did he think that Sugetsu's audio was cut by something? Obviously, he's TPing, so the paranoia is not going to be a factor.
I'd like to watch that one back to see kind of what happened, because it didn't look like
it's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, and there's the inevitable Na'Vi. Wow.
What was that?
Okay, well, Liquid still have a buy, which is lucky.
I'm really interested if there was something that maybe cut his audio.
No, he just TP'd behind him.
The only thing is the C's.
He just got baited. Just what? I don't know what Redgar was thinking there.
I want to hear the pre-round.
Now this is the one where maybe it gets broken.
Again, they have the paranoia, they have the ability to cut sound, but in a round where Soulcast hasn't got an ult or doesn't land that utility,
you don't.
Or maybe it's just Redgar not cancelling. But he's got a spike as well. It's just
there's a lot of question marks around that one. He's going to have to shake that off as well, feeling probably a little silly after that, if anything.
Okay, Viper wall with both trips. Camera just here down on A.
So much opportunity over, and Sugetsu loving it, right? He's just had an ace, and then he's just
so this camera is above the orb, so you still get the information.
So to lose the spike in lamps, it's completely unrecoverable.
Scout destroyed.
Okay, Dog gets destroyed there.
It's that default test.
Now, against the Fade, obviously, it will be decent at destroying the trips. They also destroy the camera just here. It looks like they are going to go for this A here.
Be an issue already today.
Time's going to tick down. They don't know about Shower, and there is a trip there as well.
I think last time as well, these two teams faced, yes, an asterisk with Harmy, but they massively lost out in terms of first bloods. I think it was a bad ratio, like 9-3 in terms of Liquid only finding 3 first bloods on their attacking.
They're going to TP, I think?
Actually, yeah, if that poison wasn't up, Sugetsu.
Well, they just get a kill there.
Angel there to find the spam.
Take the TP.
And this A site holding up once again.
The challenge now swings to the other side, though. Let's see how Zipan holds. See how Xiao handles what's coming their way. This time it's a little too much there. but 13 seconds is getting dangerous. And, well, that went astray by some margin.
Xiao just holding it down.
Holding onto the position is critical because the spike just out of reach. I don't think they get back to the site. No, they can't. Soulcast has to admit defeat on this one and just fade away here. Na'Vi buying time.
Na'Vi, Xiao, bit of a hero play there. On site, holding it down.
To be honest with you.
Liquid, like I said, the call isn't necessarily bad, right? Like going for this bunch of pressure, TP and trying to get to B fast. They did rotate over slightly, but they just couldn't deal with Xiao.
Yeah, perfect time for the neural theft to pop, actually. Just put Xiao in a position where you can't just dig his heels in.
Okay, so this one is a save. Obviously, they got the one saved rifle.
Maybe feeling that Liquid still have a plan in mind here, or maybe just not for this round. They've got
yeah, maybe for the buy round that follows.
Probably not.
See what they can find here. They need some information.
Doesn't
it feels like A's on a platter, right? But between Suigetsu and Angel, they've been making it such hard work.
I mean, Suigetsu is committed towards this lamp sold, right? To deny that space. And Vitality were excellent at doing this yesterday. The other thing being, there's utility here from Angel being on the Cypher to actually have that contingency in place for showers. Na'Vi here on the swing out from Hooker will find Red Gup. And then forces them into this setup.
Dog comes out, doesn't see anything. Might see a rotate.
Yeah, between the two, they're making it incredibly hard work to get to this side. That's not bad, though. Actually finding Angel drifting a little further out from the try box. And they need to respect this now. They need to fall away from the side. Wait for a little bit of support here. Trying to play out from CT. And they don't want to give up lamps. They're playing back into this.
And the one way is nice.
They get the plant, though, safely. Somewhat, but Nat's burning through utility early.
See, ultimate committed by Soulcast as well. A 4v5 for them.
Okay, the ult does take lamps, but...
It's a buy. It's still
it's two Sheriffs and a Spectre.
Yes, I'd go like this.
They don't have masses of post-plant utility.
So let me show you.
I have a Razor.
So this is where it gets
and I actually jumped too early there. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong with this trick. Jumping too early, turning around too early or too late, and also moving right after you turn around. So let me show you.
And Na'Vi, nice retake, didn't panic. I think that was the big thing.
So you want to jump as...
Yeah, they lost lamps, they gave it up. Suigetsu didn't overplay his hand. You know, he feels like happy to leave, and they used 2 ults there as Team Liquid as well. So that's like... No, that's a round that they wanted.
It doesn't come through for Liquid.
I think the big thing for Na'Vi was the chilling. Like, you know, they used the time well. They took, like, all the time they needed, right? They didn't panic. They waited. They even waited for the heal. And then just went as a team with better weapons.
Maybe they still...
Na'Vi looking, apart from this second round,
found the cure
it's been pretty solid.
Maybe they think they've got it, right? Maybe they've got the plan in
Xiao
mind
did
now.
have to win him around, but other than that...
Yeah, the kind of heavier lean. This is...
And this time they don't beat that trip.
Filthy on the punish towards safe. Catching him perfectly and drifts away, and that's the adjustment. CNED's even here now as well.
Kill, yeah, and this time CNED's extra backup.
Body on the site, feeling that pressure though coming through. May have to relinquish a little bit of the control, Angel. I don't think he's actually seen a player once this entire round.
And he knows the Yampi's there as well. They're getting good info from this Cypher.
Already in this half for Liquid. A 3v5 now. The fake flash will find one, but
fake flash, nice try, but again.
Followed up on it.
There's CNED, already there so early off that contact coming in through shower. He was on rotation. Yampi has to pull the plug.
And yeah, they should hunt here. I mean, the money's good enough to definitely hunt for this.
For Liquid yesterday is on point because they're shutting down some of these quicker hits towards 8.
Can you reiterate that a little bit more as well? Because
this is also just down to first bloods. This is another example of Liquid conceding first bloods and then still trying to follow through.
So the first time
the only difference
he beat that trip,
isn't this
did safe with his blast back. That time he gets caught by it, so even though they go for the flash, it's a free one.
Eventually, yesterday versus Vitality,
wow,
it just gets caught.
So yeah, Angel doesn't go for as far. TMB sign is in the first row behind Team Liquid.
A very different type of first
we'll look out for it. Okay.
Yesterday, but unfortunately,
timeout Liquid, 6-2, good start for Na'Vi. Hold on, show me a fan.
And this is where bigger picture becomes a bit of a concern because now we're seeing actually the default doesn't work, and Liquid's approach towards this A site hit isn't successful, so...
And that's all they had against Vitality.
Yeah, what have we got for B? The focus actually laid towards B yesterday.
I prefer Brim, definitely Brim, I think.
Their own successes from yesterday.
Oh man, yeah, there's a couple one-ways you can do which are okay, but
this is going to put a real conundrum with
don't believe all the
as you noted,
videos you see talking about
Omen
being
today, those adjustments were limited from Liquid, and they got away with daylight robbery in those last couple of rounds.
I was going to say, it came far too late on.
So now,
and like I said, they hit like a 2-round.
I think Bind is a map where Harbor or Brim should probably be your choice.
We're closed out.
Yeah, you take those when you get them. But now the bigger question is, what else is there? Because they've walked into this map knowingly. They picked this map. This is Liquid's choice.
They do still have a buy, but again, if they lose this one, that will be that.
Onto 8. They're stacked up here once again, so I think they're going to try their chances.
They've got, I guess,
same season.
Maybe a bit faster.
Showers. Variation once again in the trips, but this time around Sugetsu's not even committed. It's just Angel to try and lock this down. They do have the orbital strike, so maybe deny some time here on the plant.
Always handled. Vast majority of the Seeker's TP was a quick crunch. This time Yampi all too aware that pistol round ain't going to be happening again.
Coming
Turns
in, though,
around,
with the dog.
CNED. And now the site's looking very good for Liquid. They should be getting a plant.
This is the one they have to win.
He should be able to get the plant through that, or at least Red Guard
Na'Vi, you're still trying to do damage.
Now into this post plant, make it very difficult for Na'Vi to find any pathing through this. A shot in the dark, not far away from finding value, but doesn't get what they want.
Red Guard's actually slipped into the backside of this pit as well, which will fall, so Nat's probably relying on the snake bites here. First one committed already. That's pretty early on, to be honest with you.
We're just going to get half.
Sticks coming through, yeah.
And they get away. That's perfect. That's everything they wanted.
That's a big problem.
Tries to make a push out of it, and Xiao's already denied this. This is massive work from Na'Vi. They're on the halfway point here.
Yampi's in such a good spot, though.
Yampi's position could be everything. They're none the wiser. Maybe Yampi can hold this safe. Another tap on the spike. They want to draw the attention. Everything revealed. Everything noted. Yampi playing from that tri-box so well.
Nats has got 2. Okay, Nats saves them.
And Liquid hold in the post plant. But they burnt so much getting there.
Again, I almost thought the time
kind of felt like
on this.
Maybe got a bit fortunate though, because they went for a 4-stack on this side.
Soulcast is everything. Difference being last time there was this triple face that Sugetsu absolutely ripped to shreds.
Oh wow.
Okay.
The timing on the swing between.
I say actually, yeah. What Nats finds a second.
Okay, big round for Liquid though, because if they lose this, they're on a save.
Don't even know where Xiao was, to be honest with you.
Like if they lose this, they're on a save.
Huge from Soulcast.
This is a big round for Team Liquid.
That was the round that we did see the solo hold out of Angel as
well.
well.
The money for Na'Vi is kind of fine. They've got a triple stack here on A though
this
this
is when
time.
they struggled because you had Sugetsu back where he's meant to be. You've got CNED still here. This is when it gets difficult, but the pressure coming towards Sugetsu is huge. He's
and with
still
the snake bite.
safe. This man's a monster. CNED has fallen though, but can they find Angel? They absolutely can. Messi, but he gets it. Sugetsu still there as well. Sugetsu is having a game and a half. And now Nats all alone, surrounded.
And this is going to be a save for Team Liquid.
No mess of that. That was perfection.
Feeling slightly outclassed here.
I mean, it just feels like as soon as even with Dosina dies, like he's just an extra player, just running through the snake bite.
Safe there, just trying to force the issue.
Yeah.
Maybe try and catch Sugetsu off guard, but there's a snake bite underneath that poison orb. And like I said, this is almost tailor-made to deny Nats any value in the lurk. It just so happens that with this A-site hit, time and time again, Liquid are almost playing into it.
It's going to be a save.
It's quite
He's got another
something
pit.
to see, yeah. Oh, that's Showers off the plate.
They use
a little misdirection here.
That's nice. Didn't work out last time because I think the flash came through at the wrong time.
So.
No. Okay, Molly, are they ahead of it? Yes. Okay, so at least they can go to their death quicker. There it is. Xiao, light work for him along. Spike on their side, Yampi seen, and the second. They've got everything they need.
Late as possible.
And oh, dearie me.
It is
wow.
So you want to jump as late as possible.
It's damn good.
And then I didn't have soul there, so
again, a little surprise.
You want to...
If I'm honest, Angel could get caught here. Yeah, Yampi, okay. But
is he thinking of using Seekers?
Yeah, there's no
escape everywhere.
I'm just so impressed with Sugetsu's hold so far. It's been meticulous.
Come on, Nats, just die.
I said, the only time Liquid truly had success on that A-site was when he wasn't there. It was just a solo hold from Angel trying to delay.
Yeah, because I think coming out of timeout, Angel's thinking, yeah, let's stack 4 towards B. Surely now is when the adjustment comes. But it's another round here where it's just Sheriffs.
Yep.
I'm not even sure if there was any investment. I see Redguard down at 1,050, but it's this round that Liquid then try to deny some information with the smoke on Fountain.
Okay.
Just found one. Nothing else left to find.
Okay. Last round. Surprised Nats didn't maybe go through the side of the map
they
and
got
just try and get an
4
ult
last
in.
time. Yes, with Harmy in, but
It's the manner in which they've done it.
the fact that even in that, he still gets the molly off and still denies that angle from the swing and avoids the paranoia. Beautifully done. And a great half
Sign?
so far from
Any
Na'Vi.
signers?
In total control here.
It's very impressive to watch.
Back to the A hit.
But here's the, again, I think Angel keeps expecting them to hit this adjustment and they just aren't.
Because now it's just Sugetsu.
How much can Sugetsu do though, right? This TP should be quite nice because no one should be able to check on this, but
I think
pretty sure
Sugetsu's
there's
heard
be
it, though.
awareness from Sugetsu.
Yeah, Sugetsu's heard that 100%.
He's now committing back in towards Lamps, the late time. Safe, put your knife away. You have not had control of that area once this game. The only benefactor of this is really maybe Redguard. They're so aware of it though. He's lost a little bit of that potential from the position. The Seeker's going to note everything, but again this has to be a very diligent hold.
Orbital Strike, Showstopper, and the Neural Theft here.
Hello, Redguard. Got to get away. He's not going to.
5v3 with Soulcast gets one.
An attempt made. Cena trying to just use this to clear space, find anyone he can. Oh, that was not what you want. And a 4v3, Yampi, Nats, and Soulcast. How much can you do? How long can you hold?
4v3, Soulcast is in a decent spot.
Nats going to be going for the time purchase here.
Oh, he's getting tagged by that
They need to close
Snakebite.
that gap soon. Cena's gone down. Liquid finally holding this one back. Sugetsu, though, dives on in. By the time you can hear it ticking, it's been taken away from him. There's not much he can do now.
Okay, Team Liquid do get to 4. Basically, it felt like they needed a Viper's Pit to win these rounds.
Make it work.
You know, they won the second, they won the third. So they won the second round on an eco. They won the third against nothing. And then it was 2 Viper's Pits.
Similar trends, but similar problems.
Like, that felt like what they needed to kind of
Na'Vi
win a
is
round.
seemingly so aware of what Liquid struggled with and almost with the perfect response to it.
I think, 2 rounds, they basically read
An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Viper Step on Me.
Much quicker. They weren't relying on this default time and time again.
Or Vipers
Na'Vi didn't even really
Tap on
get
Me.
forced into a position where they had to play proactively because they won a duel very early on and were able to reset off it. Then they have both Angel and Sugetsu to completely shut down.
Any signers?
Choke points towards A
Any
side. And like I
TMV
said,
signs?
Liquid,
Newt?
it was brute force and ignorance on a couple of those rounds.
It's certainly no like surgical precision. It was like a sledgehammer.
No variation to the set piece either.
Nope.
If there was some other way to address this, sure. Again, it's not exactly something you can completely
Okay, 8-4. I guess it is winnable for Liquid, particularly if they win Pistol, but
overhaul in just an overnight kind of split between these series. But
then if this is your map pick, you've got to be showing me a lot on this, right? Like, either your veto is absolutely bananas, or
Is that
there's
it?
more to be seen. I don't know. I wait to see the second half, obviously, but I think you're right. Kind of being haunted by that previous game still.
so disgusting.
Oh, this is still one of my favorite bits of aim, like talent alone. It's just unreal.
So that is, yeah, no, safes are still better.
Yeah, safe wins, but it's very impressive. If you're a connoisseur of nice aim, you're loving that. This was around when Angel, I think, barely saw anyone. That was quite nice, obviously.
Where is Shao there? Is he towards Cuppy?
Can't even say it. Yeah, it's just the highlight reel of Sugetsu.
Yeah,
whole
literally.
day. He did.
It's just aim labs.
Yep. Really quite impressive.
okay.
So yeah, it does make it a little bit concerning to come across because 8-4. I mean, it's doable. They need the pistol here. Na'Vi are going to be in a fantastic position to get themselves to double digits off the rip here.
Na'Vi win Pistol,
A
yeah,
little bit
they'll
of a
probably
blip
be
with the round
chilling.
2 in the first
So,
half,
attack
but
side.
even
Obviously,
so,
you're playing a Cypher.
you can see
The
that
advantage
still
you
close
get,
out
obviously, is that
8-4.5.
you can
take
just
that. You're pretty
you can do
happy
more
about it,
5-stack rushes. You've got the tribs behind you.
Oh, the eye contact.
Emil just always smiling.
He's just happy enough, isn't he?
I know that smile. That's I hope I'm not on
What's my
camera right
favorite
now, smile.
skin?
Yeah.
Trust me, I feel that.
Avalanche.
8-4 though. An
So they're just going to hold the
here for
default
Liquid
to
if they
start
do
though.
get the pistol, if they do everything right off the back. I would still say though, Na'Vi, considering how Sugetsu's looking, we haven't even seen really CNED having sort of this massive impactful round yet. There's a lot that they can still bring in. Obviously, the same could be said here. Safe, very quiet. Certainly not to the caliber of what we saw yesterday. I think 4 kills so far. Just struggling against Sugetsu, who's pretty much the defining factor of how much success he can have on that
ace,
A
but there is
tank.
3 players here.
The shoes are on the other foot now. Na'Vi on the attacking side, Liquid on the defense. And Zipan struggling to find as much value as he'd like from that. And there's the kind of
Okay, they're going to
counter
double stack push
in
this.
motion. A little bit of exploration through Shower, and they meet Angel.
RV has 4 though, looking to themselves onto A site fairly quickly.
Pushing him.
Desperately looking to find Angel here. They're actually all the way deep committed into this.
Oh, and the dog.
That's the spike, though. Hold on, if they can hold
They're
the
gonna try
line
and
on this. The
fight
wide
this.
swing tees up Shao for it. Angel sacrificing himself, but they are down to 2. So CNED and Shao, what can you do with this? Overwhelmed.
should be that.
CNED can't deliver on that, so it's on Shao.
30 seconds left.
He's feeling uncomfortable here. Can he define these angles? 25 seconds to try and make this one work. Smoke goes in. Lovely work on one. Couldn't quite control it.
Okay, really this just came down
So
to the
Liquid
dog
take
and
that
Redgar
first step in
just holding down
closing
this. I
up
mean,
this
Angel got the
score.
info here,
Like I said, needed the pistol.
and then they kind of, you know, came back and refought it, but
At least the first
really just came down to
obstacle
this.
overcome. I think last time it was 7 on the half, and
You
in
know, he
terms
gets
of the
3
defense for
there on
Liquid,
like
so
50
don't get me wrong,
HP.
there's a chance here.
Buy
that
a
this is
frenzy.
the first
Again,
step.
buy a frenzy.
I think even yesterday,
Buy a
it was
frenzy.
8-4 as well for Liquid on the defense on Bind.
So we
Could
do go
say
for
that
the
does lean
Sheriff
in their
play.
favour this half, but
Yeah.
clean round 2, please.
Yeah, I don't want to see anything messy. See if they can keep cool in this.
Safe with playing a Bulldog in heaven.
Here we go. So there's some players towards long. Don't know how many. Na'Vi will be waiting patiently on the other side. There's no hurry on this. They would love to catch a couple players out. Take 1, 2 of those Bulldogs away. Dreamy. Whether or not they get that opportunity yet to be seen. But also early kind of checklist of how Liquid are looking in this. What are they up to here? Where are they trying to find that potential? So a lot of contact now felt towards B. Pressure on Long. Handled. Redgar, good for it. Angel goes down. Smoke to follow.
I'm going to try and find something towards Hooker here. Almost has the advantage here in terms of Sheriff v Ghost. But does also have Redgar slipping inside the smoke now. Just staring each other off, and another couple of seconds left on this, and Yampy actually wins out.
Safe watching the cross up. Yeah, this is super nice. Lovely. Little pieces set in. Just making sure they're holding each of the angles. Not making an easy 1v1 out of anything, and I quite like that. I like the fact that Yampy wasn't left alone. I like the fact that Redgar moved with him. Yes, they'll lose Yampy, but
Okay.
Again, I
brings the
want to
pistol
see
in.
that.
8-6.
Fine.
Absolutely fine with that. If
Big
anything,
round for Na'Vi. They cannot
probably
lose
going
this
to be
round.
level pegging in terms of the finances here, even after the purchase.
Both these teams' attack sides
No
can
gap
be a
created there.
little
Safe.
worrisome, I think.
Some decent progress towards that ultimate. Won't have it available in the next, unless we have a pop-off round from him.
Oh,
I'm seeing, once we get to the buy round, because there was a concern yesterday in
Slither
terms
of
of
the
the A
sign.
site hold for Liquid.
there it is. I can
was
see the
unsure of what-
new.
Right? To have
Okay.
2 people available to spam that. There was a massive gap in terms of the A site hold. Very different here initially, actually. Maybe just this
Aggression.
is a bonus strap,
Gets
but
caught off.
Sugetsu
They
will
don't
actually catch safe.
smoke.
And 1 TP'd as well, so a bunch of information available
Okay,
for
looks
Na'Vi.
like they will win this
and 2
round.
kills found
Yappy
here.
maybe saving for an all.
I mean, they're actually unsure if this is a stack. There's no follow through on this just yet.
This comes into that kind of
they're
conversation
guessing,
of how
eh?
you want to approach this then. Do you think it's genuinely a stack behind this? Because that hyper-aggression does kind of lead you to believe so. Then do you double pump towards, back towards B with the spike? Or do you think, okay, well, they've got to have then gone to the other side? Like, how do you read this? As it stands, it
Dog,
looks like they
though.
want to just go as 5, right? Now
Dog goes the wrong way.
There is still
They're in
a lot of
trouble.
presence
There's
here.
actual
Redgar
trouble
being one of
here.
These players. Oh, the
Oh,
timing.
no.
There was
The
trouble
timing on that could not have been worse.
until that happened.
Yeah, Zipan's
and they know
got
where this
that,
last player
so
is.
it looks like Soulcast. I don't think he's going to get much playing through that smoke. No.
It's a deja vu from the hooker smoke yesterday with the
Yes.
There was trouble.
Oh, poor guy.
And then that happened.
There's
Unlucky.
been a number of situations where Redgar's just been caught out with his pants down, honestly, in some scenarios. Na'Vi back on the board here, and oh yeah, safe. Another half a second, and he slips through.
Hello.
Oh. Clean.
That was a nice spray, that.
Clean on the replays there, both.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Really.
Fantastic examples of mechanics.
We go from Sugetsu's like the most gorgeous aim to this. We go in.
Oh, does he know about the second?
It.
Well,
Finding safe this
will
time,
say yes, but
Redguard's now in a really dangerous position.
swings ahead of it.
Hold on.
I thought he was about to
Yeah,
TP
hold
into
on,
that paint
Redguard,
shell.
relax a little. I know your timing's been rough, but let's ease off a bit. But he's at least quelled that initial threat, so you've traded out safe for Zipan, but surprised that
That's big.
Zenith was able to find safe so easily in that.
Look at this.
That's dropping this very early on, actually. Very confident that there was nobody behind this. It's potentially on the back of Soulcast's utility.
44, Angel. Camera.
Na'Vi are drifting towards B. Angel here, though, to maybe
Sees
imply
nothing, they've got
otherwise.
no idea.
Drawn the play. I mean,
I was going
Flash
to say,
found nothing at long as well.
Redgar is considering this rotation very early on.
I quite like
And if
this.
Angel finds a kill, it's... Well, Yampi's going to be heard here, at least, and they look to double swing onto it, but...
Wow.
Okay, talk about over-delivering. An Angel only does a little bit of damage on the other side of the map, but they need to make this work somehow. Yampi is patrolling,
this
keeping
will
control of
probably
that
be a
spike. He hasn't
buy.
seen it anywhere near
If we
it.
have seen it saves, it definitely will.
And he's got so many problems. Redguard not landing that shot as he'd like. CNET seeing a potential victim and flies on through. But look at the HP, so low.
And that gets
Yampi,
it.
the
Okay, we
MVP
got a
of that
game.
round.
He's potentially in, what, a 1v3 situation there?
Yeah.
And finds both kills on
Let me take a
denying
timeout.
the
That's the
possibility
first.
of any pinch coming through from hookup. Huge round for Yampi to honestly win single-handedly in terms of those kills.
Wow, beautiful.
But that's what losing your Sky
Hear
can
all the
do, right? If they have
reactions of Angel.
Skydog for that, they check that
Very
corner, they're
confused as to why
chilling.
Nats is still there. I think
Because
he's
it's the
confident
Sky
as
that
well
dies, Zipan.
They've sold this, right? There's maybe
Yeah.
going to be a heavier lean towards B there. And yes, there's a chance of the TP crunch coming through,
timeout.
but it almost felt like it was a little off timing, to be honest with you.
Well, 9-7. It's getting back on a little bit here. Na'Vi being tested, and okay, so in that round, I don't know if it's the perfect way to play. You know, depending on Yampi to be able to bail you out with two, but he seemed good for it. I want to see if there's an overall overhaul from Na'Vi now, as this is their timeout that they want to maybe
Dry
address a couple of
peeking
things. You can see
implies the
Liquid starting to come
existence
alive
of
a little
a
bit here,
wet
starting to look a
peak.
little less stressed as they've been able to close
True.
in towards evening this scoreline up.
I think as well, you think back to...
Where did the word...
yesterday,
What would be a better
there
word
was
for it, though,
isolated
than
incident. It
Jirai?
was, think about Ascent, right? A bailout round
Naked,
for Soulcast,
maybe?
Then the safe ace.
Yeah.
Safe then follows up with another
naked
3K in the
peak.
following round. These were how Liquid managed to drag that series across the line yesterday. We've got a couple more of them, of those rounds in them today. Looking here, CNED 2 off the showstopper. Orbital strike available for Shout.
Oh,
A ton of spam comes through.
That's devastating.
Oh.
Oh,
The second as well.
well,
Was
that's
that
one
just
way to win a
two
round.
Kills straight through
Yeah.
smoke. I mean, maybe after getting the first, you're expecting someone
Unless
else
he
to
only
have
has
been
a
there,
sheriff,
but
but...
completely devastating for Liquid to lose
Welcome
out
to
on Redguard
Valorant.
and safe, essentially for free.
Yeah.
I mean, is this a read that they want to go for this orb? Because the Stim's committed there.
Yeah.
They're on that
Gutsy's just
angle
coming
so
back to him.
quickly. Well, Yampi,
Here we go
you got to
again.
have another one, mate.
See what you can do.
Let's see him. Don't know.
Iceman himself,
A 1v5 this time.
a little trickier. One flash to play with.
They got the trip here as well. So
Smoked
this is
up,
the benefit of
spammed
playing
out.
that Cypher.
Support a million miles away, and they will be noted.
Spike planted.
Can't even limbo under
I don't
that
think
one.
you can.
Good luck. I like that. They're nice attempts.
Penti.
Well,
We know his elbow.
they're giving him nothing.
Yeah.
Just gonna save.
Yeah,
Honestly, I mean, yeah,
completely
this is just a.
Staying away from any sort of threat, and you're right, because look at the other two. Nats
I mean,
and
it's
Soulcast
just one of
already
them where
rescinding
the
away.
thing
They
is,
didn't
their
get the flank
recon
they
isn't
wanted, not
great,
able
so
to
this is gonna be good for
make
Na'Vi
that
and
timing
building
work.
up their
This
recon.
round was defined off of 2 kills straight
You know,
through
no
smoke.
damage,
There's not
but yeah,
much
I mean,
else
this
that
round
Liquid
was
could have
just-
done.
Yeah, Liquid
Great
looked as if
timeout
they
by
wanted to
Doom
get
Bros.
proactive
You know,
as well. They
if we
wanted
took a
to
look at the coach timeouts,
pressure this
I'm sure he
extremity
just said,
very early
"Hey
on this
guys,
round.
Got 2 kills through smokes.
Like I said, I'm not sure if Safe's progress towards the showstopper. I'd like to think it's not Redgar one off the ult when they go for this B long orb, but
yeah,
crazy things have happened.
Okay, 10-7.
So I think Redgar's already way ahead of the orb. So again, yeah, flash pops here, but this is a spam onto the front corner, literally on the outside of long.
Yeah.
This isn't towards the orb.
Yeah.
He's not even spamming onto the orb there. He's spamming onto the shoulder angle.
That is just a straight shrug. What can you do? That round was
Telling
over before it started.
A bit of heartbreak there for Liquid, but they can still fashion a buy-in. Ult-wise, how close was Safe? I mean, 1 away, yeah. Yeah, be early info, but no commitment off the back.
Okay, tripping the
this test
TP.
across the map of presence. And a committed fight from Safe there. Outdoes Angel. That's the win on the extremity. Tick in the box for Team Liquid this round. Does the answer come in the form of CNED though?
So they've been pretty aggressive, these two, generally.
Yampi could be on the chopping block. He is. CNED, swift work, and wants to maybe get towards that side as quickly as he can. Nats though, just about holding on here. Pressure down.
Wow, Liquid, nice hold. Was that flash from Redgar through the TP?
Leaving so few alive as Sugetsu does find Safe, but Nats on the trade. Nats is doing wonderfully this round. He's going to just
Nats
seal
just owns it.
this one up.
Just owns the round.
Exactly that diligence he's known for.
I don't love these fast hits through hookah. It never seems to work. It never seems to work.
Perfectly underneath that.
They have all 5 ults here, Na'Vi.
Yeah, one of the few isolated examples actually of Liquid finding that freebie to open a round.
One enemy remaining.
Angel maybe looking to pick up the pace a little bit in this lurk.
Okay,
Everything
all 5
available
ults.
for Na'Vi here.
Yep.
And this is a round where really you should be using.
Okay.
Well, they won't break the bank of Liquid, so it's not as if they can almost close this out with the 1 win. At least lots of
A
tools
more
to throw at this
committed
one.
B hole. It's interesting. If you play against Na'Vi, like anti-string, obviously Liquid don't know this. But he is leaving this flank open every time.
And this is now scary. Yampi's, oh god, careful now. No, CNED's on the way. Does he get away? No!
But Nats, oh, CNED nice.
Overheats up. More
no.
bloodthirsty work from CNED. A little too far, is Safe sharp with it. Pain shot to follow, does it find what he needs? Denies the plant as well. That's not bad. They're going to buy a couple of seconds for these rotations.
Seekers as well.
Everything in this.
Sugetsu already going to take the fight towards CT this round, where he looked 1. I don't think they needed to invest this much. Soulcast and Redgar.
I mean, they use 4 of their 5
ults. Many
ults.
opportunities here for them.
Secure the round, they'll get to 11.
Yes, he has the Sheriff, but a 2v4.
Last player standing.
Gets the kill.
Like I said, this isn't the one that will break the bank. Everything but the pit invested here. Liquid were close to a couple of ultimates, but